Engineer775 back on a familiar site. We're fine-tuning our solar irrigation system. I know it looks more like a graveyard scene. We have Abraham's been digging a hole for a casket, which is fitting for him as he is the proud owner of Cluxton's Caskets and makes quality pine boxes. Isn't that right, sir?
That's right.
So we're just digging a little plumbing grave here today. We're waiting on a bladder tank from a local supplier to deliver us one of the epoxied underground tanks. This is a confession of a mistake I made in putting a system together. I put the bladder tank over there on the downhill or the forward side of the pressure switches. There is my master shut off. Anyway, I'm blaming it on the heat. It was 108 degrees and I lost my mind. So we're putting another bladder tank in, so this one will just provide extra storage. And we're just the functioning of the pump tech controller was not behaving. So we're gonna add a bladder, and it's on the right side of the pressure switch. So hopefully we get better performance. Our tanks are full. We've got 6,000 gallons of beautiful well water here, ready to be pumped out there. So in the meantime, we're just a grave site. And come on, truck, we need our bladder tank. So we're gonna have some lunch. We love these tents. It gets so hot where we are, it's ridiculously hot. The tent, the amount of wind that comes through, you gotta have one of these when you're working near Columbia, South Carolina, or else you'll die. Okay, we'll show you the finished product. Okay, we have wrapped it up. So I don't put all my mistakes on YouTube, but this was a mistake, and I'm blaming it on 100 million degree temperature here at the Komatsu plant in Newberry, South Carolina. Not the kind of place you want to work outside when it's July. Anyway, enough whining. So the bladder tank worked great. It was on the right side of the pressure switch versus wrong side of the pressure switch. Usually in a conventional system, if they're close enough, it doesn't matter, but on this one, it was really sensitive to it. So we just ran all their irrigation zones, tested every one. They all ran the same cycle time between turning it on and turning it off. And then we doubled some zones up to 20 heads, and it held 55 psi all day long. That's really cool. While that was pumping water out of there's 6,000 gallons here, we also were filling it with the Pico setup. This again is a three-phase pump, pumping 30 gallons a minute out of the well. And they dressed it up pretty nice. Landscaped it out pretty nice. And so the Pico's just pumping away. Sometimes he's put out a little high pitch. You can kind of hear it. Yeah, it's just pumping. We're kind of getting to the end of the day, so it's gonna not be able to pump anymore. So it turned out good. So the plant maintenance supervisor is happy he's let us go. We thought we might be down here 2 days getting this resolved, but we were able to figure it out. So they got a nice entryway, lots of flowers and koi ponds, and so anyway, it dressed up the front of it, keeps the front of this plant looking really nice, and it was quite an experiment for us, and it worked out well. Just one little glitch, and we fixed it today. So if you need help moving water, pumping water, pumps for your wells, pumps for irrigation, we've got a lot of options now we've added into the toolbox. So just give us a call or send me an email at info@practicalpreppers.com, and we'll either install it for you or design it for you, or just we can get the materials for you, however you want to do it. So we're signing off from a very hot place on planet Earth, Columbia, South Carolina. Phew. Anyway, we'll see you later, folks.